This video goes over one method for moving files between the Raspberry Pi and a computer connected on the same local area network. You should already be able to connect to the Raspberry Pi via SSH. The first thing we'll need to do is download FileZilla. FileZilla is an open source FTP client which we can use to move files back and forth between any two computers on the same network. Simply click on Download FileZilla Client and select the download that matches your operating system. When you start up FileZilla, you'll need to input some information about the computer that you want to connect to, such as the IP address of your Raspberry Pi, your username, which most likely is Pi, your password, which most likely is Raspberry, and a port to connect to, which you can set to port 22. Once you have inputted the relevant information, click on Quick Connect, and you'll see the connection details in the top part of the screen. Underneath, we have two directories. On the left side is the computer which you are connecting with, and on the right, the computer you are connecting to, in this case the Raspberry Pi. If I select any folder, I'll see its contents displayed underneath. To move a file or folder, we can simply drag and drop it from one side to the other. In this case, I've moved a folder into the directory Pi, and we can see it at the very top here, that folder. So this works fine when moving files into the directory Pi, but let's try to move a file somewhere else. I've made a folder in the Raspberry Pi's root directory named testdir. If I try to move files to this directory, I'll see that fails, which is highlighted here where it says failed transfer to. This is because the user Pi does not have permission to edit testdir. To solve this, we can change the ownership of the testdir folder. We do this with the change owner command chown. In this case, we are setting the ownership of testdir to the user Pi. The -r makes the command recursive, which means that any subdirectory of testdir would also be accessible to Pi. For instance, the directory testdir/cat would also belong to the user Pi. Let's go back to FileZilla and see if we can now move files to testdir. Now when I try to move the folder, I see that it's transferred successfully. Of course, you can use the same method outlined in this video to move files from your Raspberry Pi to another computer, which gives you an easy way to back up valuable files that are located on your Pi.